What is the Sales Accelerator program? Well, quite simply, you get a rapid increase in your sales. So by the end of this program, you'll have a promotion and marketing campaign that's been implemented, which has markedly increased your sales and cash flow. Now, what isn't the Sales Accelerator program? Well, it certainly isn't expensive advertising. It's not expensive ads, or you must go and buy $20,000 of this. It's not that sort of advice. We're going to work with you in your current business and the current state of the business and work out a program that will get your sales up now. And that's what we do. And that is the end of the program, when your sales are up, up, up. So who's this program for? What companies should do this? Quite simply, any established company we can get results with. It's not necessarily for a startup, though the principles still apply. This is best suited to an established company, particularly one that wants to increase its cash flow, wants to increase its sales, wants to get more of its product moved than it is. Any company that's in a slump or having financial troubles definitely needs this program. A company that's already going well and is well organised will just make more money and go faster as a result of doing the Sales Accelerator program. So you heard me mention promotion and sales and marketing before. Now, these are quite misunderstood terms, and you may be saying, yeah, but we do that. So I want to show you a principle that applies to life but also to companies, and I can tell you very definitely that 90 to 95% of companies in Australia and the rest of the world are actually losing their best source of income, and it's in their company right now. I've seen this time and time again. So when we talk about promotion, we're talking about communication. And you want your company to be well known, well thought of, and it needs to be if you want to have a good level of sales. I don't know about you, but when I was at parties, you may have noticed that there was always a popular person, or maybe you were the popular person, but I wasn't. And there was the person who was just, everything was going well and everyone laughed at their jokes. Now, I studied this out and I found that there was one thing that this person did that other people didn't. And it was communication. So a person who is communicating, putting out communication, they get other people's attention. They seem confident. People will actually follow them. People will lead you if you communicate confidently. And then you've got the person sitting on the couch, quiet. And does anyone give them anything? Does anyone pay them any attention? Now, it's quite simply the same in business. There's no difference. You need to communicate, and that's where you get into marketing promotion. So here you have a company, and you communicated once to get the client. You got the client. Client might be another company, or it might be a general person. Depends what your line of business is. However, you communicated. But what happens is that some companies forget to do this. They do it once, they do it twice, but they certainly don't do it enough. So what indeed happens is, over time, these people, without a regular form of communication, will forget you exist. And I ask you this, what's the difference between a person who's dead and who's alive? Well, it's quite simple. I mean, how can you tell someone's dead? They don't communicate. So if I were to stand here or fall over and say nothing for long enough, you'd think I was dead. And you can tell I'm alive now because I'm talking to you. Now, it's the same with your company. You need to make sure that all these people and all these companies, if you're business to business, keep hearing from you. And I'm not talking about just flyers or emails. I mean, this applies to every staff member in your company. It applies to the bosses, the salespeople. They need to be regularly communicating to the clients, to the accounts, etc. You get the idea. And the more you can do this, the more real you'll be, and the more sales you will get, and the more money you will make. Following that, you need to deliver, whatever your product or service is, but this is the start and this is the key. Once you've got a customer, you need to keep them. And this really is the key to having increasing sales and sales that are stable. So we developed this program for several reasons. Firstly, when a company's in trouble or it's got a slump, no other consulting really generally works unless you increase sales. You need to create time and cash and sales so that you then can reorganize. You can't reorganize first. You sell first, then you reorganize. If the ship's sinking, you don't try and work out why it sank, or you don't try and fix, the sailors or anything like this. You just stop it sinking, you get the water out, you get it moving up again, then you can fix why it happened. How's this delivered? So with all of our programs, we first train you on some key principles which will increase your sales. And these principles have made people millions. I can't stress this enough. Some of them you may know, some of them you don't. So we cover that in about half a day. Then we work with you to implement these and create a strategy which will then grow your sales quickly. And the last thing, and actually the most important in this program, is we make you implement it and get it done. And without this, the program doesn't work. With any good knowledge, you have to put it into use and you have to get it done. And in terms of getting your sales up, you'll run into barriers. You'll run into stops. You'll run into reasons why it can't be done. And we're there to help you and guide you through and make sure that those sales get up. How long does it take? So there's the training, which is about half a day. And then there's the implementation, which can take between another half day and maybe another day altogether. So you're looking at possibly 1 to 2 days, or even 3 if you have a large company, to get the training done with the right staff and then get the strategy worked out on how you're going to rapidly increase your sales. From then on, it takes several months where we're going to follow up and make sure that you're getting the targets done and getting the resultant increase in sales. So this program's normally finished in about 2, 3, 4 months, where you've got this marked increase in sales. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but in terms of your time, it's going to take several days, 2 or 3. What's the cost of the Sales Accelerator program? Well, for a small company, we start from $4,950, that's including tax, and the prices go up depending on the size and scope of your company. Now, what's the value? We have created hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of increases for the smaller companies and millions for larger ones. So in terms of the price, it's a very small fraction of the sales gain for the majority of companies that we deal with. For example, we had a retailer and we started the Sales Accelerator program, and within 4 months we had doubled their sales on the same time last year. We even kept track of the seasonal adjustments as it was in retail, but we were double the same time last year. In another company, we took their sales from their worst month on record, and within that 1 month of starting the Sales Accelerator, they had gone to their second highest on record, and then the month following was their highest. And overall, that was $900,000 in extra sales. So how valuable is this program? Well, it really depends on your position and your business. For some clients, they have massive growth targets and big dreams they want to achieve, and getting high sales is part of that, so we can help you there. Your company may be in trouble, in a sales slump, and you definitely need to do this program. Look, in some cases, we've done this first with clients, and by the end of it, they've been able to pay for the rest of our programs. So we don't mind doing it on that basis, because it increases your cash flow. So what it comes down to is what you're trying to achieve. If you're after moderate growth, don't do it. If you want fast growth, yes, this is for you. So how much can your sales go up? Well, that's really a matter of us coming to see you, getting the information on your business, your current situation, a number of other facts, and then we'll be able to advise you of what potential sales increase you can get. But in 90% of businesses, we can get a marked increase. So that's the Sales Accelerator program. Contact us and we'll see how much we can get your sales up.